Hi, my name is Ansh and welcome to my channel Success Saga. Have you ever wondered how Google, the tech giant we know today, came to be? The story begins in the mid-90s with two bright minds, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Larry, a Michigan native, had always been fascinated by computers and technology, while Sergey, born in Russia and raised in America, shared a similar passion for the digital world. Their paths crossed at Stanford University, a place known for nurturing some of the world's most innovative minds. Larry Page was considering the university for his PhD, while Sergey Brin was already there, assigned to show Larry around. The two hit it off, finding common ground in their shared curiosity and in data mining and retrieval. Then came the birth of an idea that would change the course of digital history. The duo began toying with the concept of a search engine that could analyze the relationships among websites. They wanted to create something that didn't just count the number of times a search term appeared on a website, but also took into account the relevance of that website. This idea led to the development of their initial project, Backrub. It was a search engine that used backlinks to understand the importance of individual web pages. You see, Backrub was based on the premise that a link from page A to page B was a vote of confidence from A to B, and the more votes a page got, the more important it was deemed to be. Their project was innovative, disruptive even. It was a fresh perspective on search engine algorithms, a departure from the norm. And it was this concept, this unique way of interpreting and using links that would later form the foundation of Google's search algorithm. And just like that, the seed of Google was planted in the minds of these two brilliant individuals. They had the spark, the idea. All they needed now was to turn that idea into a reality. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. From a dorm room project to a tech giant, the journey was anything but easy. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, two Stanford University students, had a vision to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. But turning this vision into reality was no walk in the park. The early days were fraught with hurdles. Page and Brin's innovative project, initially dubbed Backrub due to its ability to analyze the backlinks of the web, was an enormous task that required immense resources. Yet they were operating on a shoestring budget, relying largely on the cobbled-together computer hardware they had at their disposal. Finding investors was another challenge. The concept of a search engine was still new and untested in the mid-90s. Many potential investors were skeptical about the viability of such a venture, but Page and Brin were relentless. They believed in their project and were determined to make it work. Their persistence paid off. They managed to secure funding from a few angel investors, including Andy Bechtolsheim, co-founder of Sun Microsystems, who wrote them a check for $100,000 even before Google Inc. had officially come into existence. The project Backrub also underwent a transformation during this phase. Page and Brin decided to rename it Google, a playful twist on the mathematical term Google, signifying a number followed by 100 zeros. The name was a reflection of their mission to organize the vast amount of information available on the web. The journey was steep, the path riddled with challenges, but Page and Brin were undeterred. Their unwavering belief in their project, their tenacity in the face of obstacles, and their ability to convince others of their vision were instrumental in getting Google off the ground. Despite the odds, they never gave up on their dream. Their story serves as a reminder that with passion, perseverance, and a little bit of luck, even the most audacious dreams can become a reality. As we dive deeper into the story, let's take a moment to appreciate the humble beginnings. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. After securing the initial funding, Larry Page and Sergey Brin set up their workspace in a friend's garage in Menlo Park, California. The garage was cramped, filled with wires, servers, and the constant hum of cooling fans. But it was here, amidst the chaos and clutter, that the first version of Google was born. The garage was their laboratory, their sanctuary, their war room. It was here they experimented, tinkered, and fine-tuned their creation. Despite the primitive conditions, the duo was undeterred. They tirelessly worked on their algorithm, refining and improving it with each passing day. This was also the time when they began hiring their first employees, fellow visionaries who believed in the power of Google. Among them was Craig Silverstein, a fellow Stanford PhD student who became Google's first employee. His contributions would prove instrumental in shaping Google's early development. These were the garage days, a time of relentless hard work, unwavering focus, and the birth of a tech giant. This phase was a testament to the fact that it's not the size of the team or the sophistication of the workspace that matters, but the power of the idea and the passion to bring it to life. As we move forward, we'll see how these garage days laid the foundation for Google's meteoric rise. Every big journey begins with small steps. And so it was for Google, a giant of today that took its first toddling steps in a humble garage. Picture this. The year is 1998, the heart of Silicon Valley, Menlo Park. Google's first office wasn't a glossy skyscraper, but a suburban garage. This modest workspace was lent to them by Susan Wojcicki, a friend and later an influential executive at Google. In this garage, amidst a clutter of cables and computers, the seeds of a digital revolution were being sown. Now, even the most brilliant ideas need fuel to grow, and for Google, that fuel was funding. Enter Andy Bechtolsheim, the co-founder of Sun Microsystems. He saw the potential in a search engine that could organize the world's information and make it universally accessible. So, without hesitation, Bechtolsheim wrote a check for $100,000 to an entity that didn't yet exist, Google Inc. This leap of faith marked Google's first funding, a pivotal moment that set the ball rolling. But what's a revolution without its revolutionaries? Google's first employee, Craig Silverstein, joined the team as a software engineer. Silverstein was a fellow Stanford PhD student who shared Page and Brin's vision of a more organized internet. His contribution was instrumental in building the foundation of the search engine we all know and love today. The stage was set, a garage for an office, a substantial check for funding, and a passionate team ready to take on the world. These were Google's first steps, the beginning of a journey that would redefine the way we access and understand information. They were a small team with big dreams and an even bigger drive to make those dreams a reality. They didn't know it then, but what started in that garage would eventually become a ubiquitous part of our daily lives. The small team was ready to change the world, and change the world they did. From a small startup to a global phenomenon, Google's rise was meteoric. In the heart of Silicon Valley, a fledgling company was born on September 4, 1998. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, two Stanford University students, officially incorporated Google. The name, a play on the mathematical term Google, symbolized their mission to organize the immense amount of information available on the web. Their first product wasn't a smartphone, a self-driving car, or a pair of high-tech glasses. It was something far simpler, yet infinitely more transformative. It was the Google search engine. The world was introduced to a new way of navigating the vast ocean of online information, and it was a hit from the start. The Google search engine was unlike anything else available at the time. It used an innovative algorithm called PageRank, named after Larry Page, which ranked web pages based on their relevance and importance. It was efficient, it was accurate, and it turned the internet into a place where information was easily accessible and readily available. The world took notice. In its first year, Google answered an average of 10,000 search queries a day. By the close of the millennium, that number had skyrocketed to more than 3 million, and the numbers only kept growing. Google's rapid rise to prominence wasn't just due to its superior search engine. The company was committed to doing things differently. Their unofficial slogan, "Don't be evil," emphasized the focus on user benefit over short-term gains. They believed in making information universally accessible and useful, and they stuck to those principles as they expanded their reach. From the very beginning, Google prioritized innovation and user experience above all else. They weren't just building a search engine, they were changing the way people interacted with information and shaping the future of the internet. Google wasn't just a company anymore. It had become a verb, a symbol of the information age and the digital revolution. It was a testament to human curiosity and the power of technology. Google was now on everyone's radar. From a search engine to a tech behemoth, Google's journey has been incredible. No longer just a search engine, Google has expanded its horizons and delved into numerous industries, becoming a part of our daily lives in more ways than one. Take email, for instance. Google revolutionized the world of electronic mail with Gmail. With its intuitive design, massive storage, and innovative features like smart replies, Gmail rapidly became the go-to email service for millions around the globe. Then there's mobile technology. Android, Google's open-source operating system, powers the majority of the world's smartphones today. It's hard to imagine the mobile landscape without Android's influence, from its app ecosystem to its customizable user interface. And of course, we can't overlook Google's impact on the world of video sharing. YouTube, now a Google subsidiary, is the go-to platform for content creators and viewers alike. From music videos and tutorials to documentaries and live streams, YouTube has something for everyone and has even given rise to a new breed of celebrities. Beyond these, Google has ventured into cloud computing, hardware, advertising, and even self-driving cars. The company's innovative spirit seems to know no bounds, always pushing the envelope and forever altering the way we interact with technology. But Google's impact extends beyond just products and services. It has fundamentally shaped the internet as we know it. Its algorithms have influenced what shows up on our screens, and its ethos of organizing the world's information has driven many of its initiatives. Google has indeed become an integral part of our digital lives. From its humble beginnings in a garage in Menlo Park to the sprawling Googleplex in Mountain View, Google's journey is a testament to innovation, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. It has redefined the way we search, communicate, work, and play. And that's how Google, the tech giant we can't imagine our lives without, came into existence.